In this video, I'm going to be showing you a character build planner and calculator so that you can see the skills, the traits, and all the things that you might need to theoretically plan out what your Starfield character will be like once you start playing the game next week. Now, this is done on a website called Nukesdragons, and you can start out here, your build, you can rename it to whatever you want, you can select your background, and you can see each background comes with the 3 traits and the 4 stars that you can increase them with. Some of this information is subject to change once the game releases, but it does give you a full kind of idea of what kind of playstyle you might want to go into, at least for your first playthrough. You can see there are tons of backgrounds to pick from, and I feel like there are many good ones that call out to me specifically as well. Some that stand out to me are things like the diplomat that have a 10% chance of success when persuading somebody. So if you like to talk your way through arguments and deals, this is one to go. You also get to buy things for 5% less of the sell price and sell things for 10% more. So if you want to make money, Diplomat's also a good way to go. It also increases your maximum health by 10%. Not a bad start to a background, I would say. So we're going to start out with Diplomat, and we'll go look at, we have physical skills, social skills, combat skills, science skills, and tech skills. You can then go ahead and click each different tab over here and see the skills that you want. Of course, as you upgrade them more, they get increased more. Like, for example, this increase your maximum health by 10% that we gain from Diplomat starts out at 1 star, but as you upgrade it more, it can go up to 40% if you upgrade it 4 times, or 3 extra times if you start at Diplomat. Of course, us putting 3 stars in there does raise our level 3 levels, so now we are a level 4 character right now. So do be advised, you can't just like pump points into everything, though I do believe this game has a very high level cap, so maybe you can pump points into everything. But I feel like just reading what is available here gives you a lot of foresight into deciding how you want to play the game based on what you can see and read here. Like, for example, companions gaining affinity 25% faster. Maybe you play with a lot of companions and this benefits you a lot. It's entirely up to you. These are our social skills right now, by the way. And if we go over to the right, now we can see combat skills, laser weapon damage. Laser weapons sound pretty cool. Got melee weapons, pistol damages, shotguns, all different types of weapons here, man. There's a lot of different types of weapons here. This is crazy. Particle beam weapons. What is a particle? What the hell is a particle beam weapon? I feel like I would have to try weapons before I invest points into these, before I go like full on one and realize I like rifles more. If we go over to the next tab, the science tab, you can see here there are things that increase like your jumping, your emergency kits and restoring packs, resources that you gain, etc, etc. Stuff that you can expect under science. And in the final tab, the tech tab, you can now utilize boost packs. Oh, cool. Were you not able to use this before this? That's cool. So this is actually a skill that you'll need to unlock if you want to use the boost pack. You also have piloting, where you can now utilize ship thrusters. That's interesting. And then there's also unlock ship targeting functionality. Are you going to have to level some of these up just to be able to use your ship correctly? I wonder. Oh, and if you unlock it more, it actually reduces the time it's required to do these certain things. And the thrusters one increases your turning rate and your maneuverability so that you can turn the ship a lot more. So I suppose if you're becoming a bit of a space pirate or a space fighter, something like this is going to be really helpful. Apart from your background and your skills, we also have traits, which you can choose 3 of them, right? So you go here, you click choose traits, and you can go pick a trait that you really want. You can see some of them are kind of, you either get the benefits from the one, but it comes with the decrease of the other side. For example, you can be an extrovert or an introvert, but you're not able to take them both at the same time. You can't be both. It doesn't work like that. But for both of these, it seems that depending whether you're playing with a large group of people or no people, you use less oxygen when you're adventuring out there. So that's pretty interesting. But if you do the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing, like if you're an introvert hanging out with companions, it's not going to work that well. So play the way you chose to play, I guess. It's kind of a scary one to pick. What if you like companions? Or what if you don't? Of course, there are a bunch of other options that you can pick from instead of those 2 if you don't want to be tied in for like a decrease in case you do something wrong or will change your mind. I feel like a fun one here is the wanted, where somebody puts a price on your head and occasionally armed mercenaries will show up and try to kill you, so you constantly have to fight enemies. Probably a good way to level up and maybe get some extra stuff. I don't know, like, you know, enemies coming at you 24/7 sounds like it could be fun or annoying. Can't tell. I mean, depends on the timing, right? You could also go for a dream home where you actually start with a house. You have a house that you have a mortgage for that you got to pay off weekly. Like, what, dude? That sounds kind of cool, though. So I recommend you use this to kind of get an idea of what you want to go into in case you want to get into the game like immediately. Otherwise, when you start up the game, you're just going to have to read and try and understand most of this all at once when you're just like dying to get in your spaceship and shoot people, which is probably going to be me. I'm very impatient. I like to shoot people. If you feel like this character build and calculator will help you decide on what character you want to play, or you just want to read up on the information that's here, I recommend checking out the link in the description. Go to it, go read about it, go see what you can come up with a build. You can even name it if you want. I don't know if it saves or whatever, maybe it does. You should still know that this is currently under development and it is based on currently available information. So like I said, it is subject to change or not be as entirely accurate as some of the text might say. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and thank you so much for watching.